Hi, it's Yoga and Maxine Kaye from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note today. I've been thinking about the little children who, throughout this pandemic, have certainly seen their families' faces, but not the faces of people on the street because everyone's wearing masks. And I can't help but wonder what it's going to be like for them as this pandemic is behind us and they see people's faces again. Well, they'll adapt because children and little animals are extremely adaptable, more so many times than the grown-ups, so we can learn something from them. Last night we began our virtual 2021 Centers for Spiritual Living virtual convention, and it kicked off last night with some recordings and some live streaming from Kauai, the beautiful little garden island of the Hawaiian Islands. And we got to see the center there and the ministers, and there was music, and there were some beautiful messages from Reverend Sonia Byrne, who is the Centers for Spiritual Living executive director, and she gave us a very inspirational opening talk. And then we had a fabulous message from our spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Edward Villon, and he said a lot of wonderful things. And one of the things he said that has really stuck with me is that he intends to be a post-pandemic reality generator. I love that. Let's you and I consider now, as we're forming new visions about our lives and about the world that's coming, that we choose to be post-pandemic reality generators, and that's reality with a capital R, so that we're moving through the temporary, as we've been doing for over a year now, or about a year, moving through the temporary to the permanent, which is the reality. Forms come and go, circumstances change. It's supposed to be that way. It is that way. That's a beautiful system, that which is real and eternal, the unimpeachable wholeness of the universe, the infinite love, the divine justice, the oneness, the unity, the truth that's beyond the concerns and beyond the divisions and so forth. The reality never changes, and we're simply doing our part to return to it. So I love the idea of choosing that precious responsibility of becoming the post-pandemic reality generators. And we can start that right now. We don't have to wait. And I'm so grateful that we have the opportunity to dive deeply into the truth, into the reality, and to know that yes, we do adapt. Yes, we move through the changes with as much grace and ease as possible. And we do it more effectively, more perfectly, when we recognize that there is that which is changeless. And we continue to bring that into the forefront of our consciousness. And as we bring these divine ideas of truth and oneness and justice and love and compassion and freedom and joy into the forefront of our consciousness, it goes right down deeply into the subconscious part of our mind and begins to change and transform any limited, false, erroneous belief that may be lurking there. We're the change makers, and that change takes place because of the divine reality within us that is always ready to transform from error to freedom and truth. So we thank you for being with us today. We thank you for continuing to move along this beautiful journey with us. And you'll get to hear from Reverend Mike tomorrow for a love note. And Sunday morning, of course, we'll have our live stream. All you have to do at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time is to go to cslphilly.org, click on the link, join us. If you can't do it at that time, you can jump on whenever you wish, because they're all archived there, as well as our love notes that we record for you 6 days a week from our living room with our precious beloved Yoga. So we thank you for being with us. We thank you for for sticking to the truth beyond the error, and for moving along with grace and ease and giving thanks for who we are and whose we are. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.